Steven. So Stevens, I get to accept him. Yeah, you can do that. I just did.
Hey there! Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Wow, you are so different.
It's another happy day here. You disappeared. But I have all the faith that you'll come back. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Yoo-hoo! Where have you gone, Mr. Robert? Hey, we're going to have a great time today. We're going to be talking about the great experiment of living and how does that work and the different elements that are key to track in there and the way that that works. So it's going to be very insightful and very entertaining. We're going to have a big laugh. And then we're going to learn how we can move ourselves ahead to be the great people that we want to be. Well, let me see. While you're faffing around there, let's see if I can give you some props. Maybe that'll entice you to come back, Robert. Here we go. So I hope everybody's out there, and I hope that you realize that living, or life, as some people prefer to think of it, is actually a great experiment. And we are all scientists in that experiment. And this today we are going to talk about and learn about how that experiment really works and what we can do to get more and more out of it, and how we can transform ourselves from the unhappy, less than ideally successful people to the kind of people that we dream of being, living the loving, happy, purposeful, active, achieving, successful kind of life. So this is going to be a huge benefit to everybody. And I hope you really enjoy it as we move along this road, because most of us spend a lot of time wondering, what is living all about? Or what is life all about? Or well, how do I solve all of these problems? And why are all these nasty challenges always coming up to me? And things like this. And these are the kind of things that you can learn to solve while you're here talking with us. In fact, when we get into the higher truth of what living really is, then we can realize that it's actually fairly simple. And that as we really connect with our soul and our heart, then we can get more and more of what we really want. So do we think we are just a body or just a brain, or are we mind, heart, body, and soul? And if we are all of these things, which is most important? Which makes things happen? These are all very valid questions, and most of us don't even think about the questions, let alone the answers. So let us learn some of the answers here today. And as we're learning the answers, we can be learning about our own self and how we can get better, better, and better. And let's face it, everybody wants to be better and better. The truth is, though, that we've tried, and most of us have had some success, but a lot of failure. And so a lot of us at some point give up on that. And then we start working on pointing out to everybody else how they should improve. Can I kick you off? I don't think so, actually. It's a good question, but I don't see an X on you. I think I can only kick me off unless I reload. So I could do that. Let me try a reload here and let's see what happens. Is everybody? It is. There we go. Hello, Mehdi.
Yo.
I can hear you, but I can't see you. And then who else is here? Mesaoudi. Wowee. Everybody's here. So come on in, everybody. It'll be a real pleasure to talk with you. So there we are. Everybody's having a hard time getting in, but I'm here. So let's go. We got our great experiment to talk about here. So let's come on. Hey, there you are. How do I say your name?
You?
I'm great.
How are you?
How do I say your name?
Me?
Hello.
Yeah.
Mashoudi Fethi.
Mashoudi?
Fethi.
Fethi.
I'm Arabic.
Mashoudi Fethi. Okay.
Fethi.
Very nice to meet you here. Tell me,
Thank
how was
you.
your experiment of, I'm doing
What?
great. How is your experiment in living going?
I'm not good in English. Can you help me to?
Oh, yes. How is your experiment in living going?
Reading? What do you know about it?
Ah, you're busy. Okay, we'll try to speak clearly and slowly. So that will help out. And I really appreciate you. And I'm impressed that you came on, even though your English is limited. Great. Excuse me here. I'm just responding to a quick message. I like to work and sing.
Make me funny.
Yeah, that's right. Because when you're singing and working, then everything goes better. Okay, Robert, still having a hard time getting back on.
What?
So, where are you, Mashoudi Fethi?
I'm at home.
Sorry?
Huh?
Where are you?
I'm at home.
Oh, you're at home. Okay, in what city?
What about you?
What city are you in?
What?
What city are you in?
City? Mascara. You know it?
Macau?
I'm from Algeria.
Oh, Algeria. Very good.
Very?
Really nice to see you. Yes, I'm living in the city of Ottawa. And
what about you?
I am in Ottawa, in Canada.
Canada? Great.
Yeah.
I love it.
There, thank you. And there is Lenka. Hello, Lenka.
Hello.
Very nice to see you again.
Nice to be here. I enjoy you.
Good news. Okay, today we have a really great topic. We are going to talk about the great experiment of living. So, how is your experiment going, Lenka?
My experience
Yes, your
of living
experiment in
is
living.
It's good, good, good. Nice, nice, nice. I enjoy every moment
Hey, I love
of my
that.
life.
Excellent.
Hey, sir, can I ask you,
Clickers.
sir?
So you can record all your good feelings.
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know if Robert is going to get on or not, so maybe we'll just start going here, and we'll just let him come on when he comes on. We'll let him know that we're thinking of him and we love him anyway, and we'll just keep on going.
Sir, can I ask you?
Yes.
Experiment of what? You talk about the experiment, I think.
Yes, experimenting.
But experiment of what?
Experiment that life is.
Oh, I think I haven't.
It is the experiment of us.
Yeah, I haven't any experiment.
Yes, because everybody is a scientist, even though we don't know it.
So I'm student.
And we are a scientist of our own way of living. So we are practicing our own way of living.
So
And
what's your experiment?
so my experiment is going better and better.
Better?
Yes, because every scientist, when they do an experiment, they want to have as few inputs as possible so they can measure each of the important inputs. And so when we are thinking of our way of living, then we want to know what are the inputs for our experiments. And
Okay.
I think the inputs are these three things. So our inputs are a mind to think with, a body to move and act with, and our use of time.
Yeah.
So if we're not getting what we want, then the trick is change the way we're using our mind, to change the way we're using our body, to change the way we're using our time. So the beginning and the end of all of this is our mind. Hey, it's Robert! Welcome back!
Hello.
Hey! So happy.
How are you? Hello.
I am so great. Hello, hello, hello. I'm so grateful that you guys are here today. You guys held the fort down. You did such an amazing job. I cannot believe that. It's just such a feeling of gratitude.
Yoo-hoo!
Hello, hello.
It just, the camera didn't work. I was hearing you guys. You weren't hearing me. You guys are amazing.
Yay! Thank you, thank you, thank
Totally.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
you. Yeah. Very nice.
I have
very
to
nice.
go now. Bye. I have to go.
You got to go.
Okay, well, it's been very nice to meet you, and
I
I
hope
wish
you're
you
the
a
best,
very
all of
good
them.
day.
I hope
Okay,
you're the
bye-bye. Thank you very much. Yoo-hoo!
You.
Yes.
Well,
So,
Yes, yes,
you
yes.
yeah.
it's such an amazing accomplishment.
You know, I can see you're in the vehicle, so I'm guessing you don't have extra computers there to switch to.
I don't. I have two.
Oh, you do?
And it works best around here. Yeah.
You have to be really prepared. Oh, yeah.
I made sure that you guys are on,
Mhm.
and that's the biggest part of it.
Yeah.
And
And
then I
that's
can
good.
come back
We're
in.
really happy to see you back.
Okay, that's really good. Thank you for this today.
Yes. My pleasure.
Yes.
Okay, so we were.
Now, can you bring me up to speed what you guys have been talking
Yes, okay,
about?
so we were talking about the great experiment of living and how as living goes, we are all in an experiment, and the experiment is really us. But like all great experimenters, we want to limit the inputs so that we can measure the things that matter. So what are the inputs to our great experiment of living? And those inputs are our mind to think with, our body to move and act with, and our use of time. So if we're not getting what we want, then it's time to start thinking about, okay, is my mind focused on getting that thing? Am I moving my body in the direction of that thing? And am I conscious of where my time is going? Am I using it in the best way to get that thing? So those are really the only three variables. You can think of other variables like money and relationships, but they all start in those three places.
They start in the time,
So they start in the mind, and
the mind.
and then if you move the body in ways that are work, then and you use your time appropriately to get those things, whether it's new relationships, whether it's new clients, whether it's producing new products or services, or whether it's just making new friends or finding new ways to have fun or finding new ways to get fit and healthy. If whatever it is, it starts with thinking, moves to action, and use of time appropriately tells us whether we get it done or not.
So how do we gauge all that?
Okay, so when we are not getting what we want, we use one of the master questions, which is it working? So if we're thinking, is it working? And the answer is no, or not as well as we want it to, then we can go backwards and we can say, okay, what am I doing in my mind to make it work better? What am I doing with my body to make it work better? And what am I doing with my use of time to make it work better? And we can see which one of those is appropriately aligned and which one is not appropriately aligned. And then usually it starts in the mind, moves to the body, and moves through time. So those are the real key elements of everybody's way of living. And when we take those and we apply them in the direction of what is most important to us, then we are moving in the direction that we want to be moving.
So what are some of the questions that we could give ourselves that would get us into that place where we could receive the messages of the right kind of time and the right kind of thought to create?
Okay, so the first thing we want to know is, am I getting what I want?
So let's say I'm not getting what
Okay, so if you're not getting what you want, then the answer to the question, is it working, is no.
Correct.
Right. So if we're always paying attention to, is it working? Is it working? Always paying attention.
Some things are working and some things are not.
Yeah,
working.
exactly. So the things that are working, how am I keeping it working? And make sure you do those essential things. And then the ones that are not working, what do I want to change in order to make that work and keep it working for me? So start in the mind. What am I not thinking about or not believing in?
What?
Yes. What?
Using
Yeah,
what?
yeah. What am I not thinking about, or what am I not acting about, or what am I not using my time for?
Perfect.
So,
And then those answers, and those bubbled up answers will
yeah, so those answers come, and you can take a good look at it and say, okay, why is that important to me? Do I accept myself? I accept myself as I am. I give myself permission to grow. And I ask myself, what do I want that's different that I haven't already got? So then when I take these answers, I figure out, okay, where is my first step? And then I ask myself, why is that important to me? Right? Because why is the motivator? If you don't have enough of a motivation, you won't stick with it.
So why XYZ, what taking on this project, and it has to be a big enough why
To keep you motivated.
like right. We've got an opportunity to take on like the Napoleon Hill Foundation and market that. You have a big enough why.
Yeah.
Because it would bring all the prestige that you'd ever want.
And expand your ability to help others.
And expand
because whys are more
in a
powerful
massive way
when they're connected to other people. If it's just about us, it tends to be less powerful.
Wow. So we can make it that the millions of people that we're going to touch,
especially if people that we really care about are really powerful when the why is there. So if we're working to help a family member or somebody that's really close to us in some way that is really meaningful to them, then that's a really powerful why.
On an individual level. But on a galactic level, it can be
Yeah. But the galaxy doesn't decide what it wants.
That's a good point. Wow.
So that's why it really matters that we decide for ourselves, because we can have galactic influence. Like if you look at somebody like Elon Musk, for instance.
Exactly. I think that guy is
so he has galactic influence because of SpaceX. Exactly. So one person can do that. And I'll bet he is a guy who uses his mind to really get what he wants. He moves his body in ways that help him get there. And he's very good at use of his time.
Very good on that part. But he uses his mind and he connects to certain
goals, like certain problems that he wants to solve. Like take for instance, not long ago, and he heard how much it was and how it was going to perform, and he said, we can do better than that. So he shut down his whole plant, and for, I think it was 3 days, he got everybody together and he said, how could we really solve this problem? And they came up with this closed circuit electromagnetic train that would go 3 times as fast, and it would cost less money than the project that they had already, and that it could be done in any high density corridor And if I recall correctly, it was good up to 900 miles. Beyond that, it was cheaper to fly. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So, like, when he decided he wanted something, he just jumped on board, shifted his mind, shifted his body, shifted his use of time, and came up with a new solution and got what he wanted.
That's amazing.
And we can all do that. We can all be amazing like that. If we're willing to shift our mind, shift our body, and shift our use of time.
Shift our mind, shift our body,
Yeah,
and shift the use of time.
yeah, exactly. So shift what you're thinking, shift what you're doing, and shift your use of time. Use time more effectively. Oh, I thought Doric the Lightbox was going to come on.
She is. Yeah, there she is.
Oh, there. Oh no, that's Mitty is coming back.
Oh, it's Matey. Hey,
Hi, Mitty.
Hey.
Welcome back.
What's up?
How are you today?
Fine, thank you.
Doric the Light is having trouble on the Android. Oh well. So, Mitty, how is your experiment going today?
That's much
I don't
better.
know. I have some troubles. Like,
I can hardly hear you.
I have some troubles.
Ah, yes.
You just have trouble
I'm 17,
getting on
I'm
with us
teenager.
here?
What?
Oh, you're a teenager?
Yeah. I'm 17.
What's that? Okay, what's your troubles?
I don't know. I don't have a girlfriend. I think.
Okay, that's a good one to start with.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, well,
So, what are you thinking about girls?
all my friends got some girlfriends, but I don't know. I don't have one.
Did you ever have one?
No.
Okay. So, what do you think about you and girls?
I feel like I need one.
Okay, that's very important. At least you want one.
That's a good one.
Okay, so you want one. That's good. Are you good enough to have one?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yay, this is good.
Sometimes
At least you believe.
So,
I believe in myself sometimes, but I don't know. I'm from Tunisia, guys, so my English is not that good.
that's okay. You're doing well.
Thank you.
I understand you clearly.
Thank you.
And I hope you understand me clearly. And if
Yeah.
you want some help to understand, just say so.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you want to have a girlfriend
Uh-huh.
and you believe that you can,
Mhm.
then you have the mind for it.
Yeah.
So now what is happening when that goes to the body? So what are you doing with your body to make that happen?
Sometimes I work out and I don't know.
Okay, but do you go talk to them?
Yeah, I tried once, but I got rejected.
Oh, yes. Okay. Here's the problem. Okay, now we're getting some. This
Yeah,
is
I got rejected because she got a boyfriend. This was
Yeah. So she's not actually rejecting you. She's telling you that she's
Yeah.
not available.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's okay.
Yes, yeah.
As that happens. So here's a tip for you.
Yeah, I'm listening.
When you go up to a girl,
Uh-huh.
then you can just say, "Excuse me, can I ask you a question?"
Uh-huh.
And when they say yes, which they usually do, then you can say, "Are you single?"
Yeah.
And then, and then
17, yes.
yeah.
You saying?
And usually they will be surprised by your forwardness.
Uh-huh.
What do you think, Lenka?
Yes, good idea.
Yeah, okay.
Is it a good idea or is it too forward? Too forward?
Yeah. So then,
It's a good idea.
yeah, so
Okay.
then you know right off the bat, and then you can talk to them after that.
Uh-huh. I'll
So,
try.
okay, so this will help. But
I feel like I have some.
if one of them says no to you, what does that mean to you?
No. I feel like I need to improve myself, and
Oh yeah.
To be
Okay.
better.
So let me explain a few things.
I'm listening.
Okay. So not every girl will be the right girl for you,
Yeah.
and you won't be the right man for every girl.
Yeah.
So it's normal to be accepted in some cases and not accepted in other cases. That's normal,
Yes.
because your job is not to get that one. Your job is to find the one that's right for you.
Mhm.
So when you go to talk to a girl, it's not smart to think this must be the one. I hope this is the one.
Okay.
The idea is to go, there's 100 girls coming to me every day. I will see if this one is a better one for me.
Okay.
So if you imagine that there's 100 girls coming to you every day, when you talk to one, it doesn't matter if it's that one or not.
Yeah. I feel
So
like
then-
I have.
So then
Yeah.
you can talk to them. But your idea is not to say, will they love me? Or will they like me? Or will they accept me? Your job is to say, is this one as good on the inside as I see on the outside?
That would be the only question he should have, wouldn't it be?
That would be the really smart question. Yeah.
Yes.
But that's the question I would be trying to answer for myself.
Yeah. Is
Because
she-
you're
is
only going to
she-
talk to them when you like the way they look on the outside, right?
No.
Basically, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
basically, yes.
So if you talk to one that you like the look of the outside, then start thinking about how you can find out what they're like on the inside.
Okay.
And then that will make it much more comfortable for you to talk to them, because you're not trying to get that one. You're not the hunter chasing that one down, because when you're a hunter, the target is always running away.
Okay.
So what you're doing is you're interviewing, and you're just getting information to see if this one is a good one for you.
Okay.
Of all of the hundreds that are coming to you every day, you're just finding out if that one is a good one.
But I have another problem.
Okay, what is your other problem?
I find it hard to. I find it hard to speak to girls.
Yeah, I know.
I don't
That's-
know.
Yeah,
Stress and
Because,
I don't know.
because they might reject you, right?
Yeah. I got overthinking and
Yes, yes.
You overthink it.
Oh, yeah. So,
thinking.
okay, so this is why I'm saying to you that it's very important to act like you have 100 girls a day coming to you and calling you.
Okay.
Because if you do that, then you don't need to feel that it matters if they will reject you.
Okay.
So you don't need to think about it. And then you can think of some questions that will help you to solve this new thing. Because what you've been doing is when you talk to them, you want to ask them if they will like you,
Yeah.
right? You
Right.
want them to like you.
Right.
But that's not the right question. The right question is, are they a fit for what you really, really want? So if you then write down what you really, really want in a woman, like what qualities you really, really want, then you can know what things to ask in order to find out if they have those qualities.
Right.
Or you know what kind of experiences to go through with her to find out if she has those qualities.
Thank you for hearing.
You're very welcome. Come back anytime.
So, that was awesome.
Yes.
There's
I so hope he understood that it wasn't that only one that he was actually asking. It's the
Yeah.
one that he's, it's because I understand it's all the courage of going up and asking. But if you just asked 100 of them, it would never be a chore. It would
Exactly.
never.
Exactly.
We have, yeah.
It's all the I might get rejected. That's the problem. Right? So if there's no rejection, if it's just an interview for you, then there can be no rejection.
Exactly.
Because all I'm doing is rejection is actually going, you're not for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's answering my question.
Right. Just by asking the question. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's a win-win, right?
Yes,
Yes.
it becomes a win because the conversation can really escalate from there. Isn't that right, Link? You're the lady on here,
Yes.
Linka. Yeah, yeah. With
Yes.
Awesome.
we get to ask a woman.
Pete is back. Hey, how nice to see you. Very good, very good, very good.
That is
Okay,
good.
so there's a great example of how the experiment can be switched around. New thinking leads to new action, leads to better use of time and new results. So this is the great experiment of living. Be an experimenter. We are experimenters whether we know it or not, right? Because like we've talked about before, we are always becoming.
Mm-hmm.
And so we are becoming more or we are becoming less. So what do we shift in our way of thinking to become more so we can do more and have more?
So the real question here is that time and space we can, when we're asking the question, it allows consciousness to come in and actually fulfill the desires that we're really looking for. When we're in that questions. So even though you said the questions about getting 100 women, it was a question that really, when you're in the action, interviewing, like, Lenka, would you go out with me tonight? And she would say, "No, Robert, I'm not. I'm already in a relationship."
Yep. So
And then,
next.
yeah, next. So I don't feel rejected.
Next.
But we're so worried about rejection in so many ways.
Yes. So
And-
and the clue, the key to avoiding it feeling like rejection is being really clear on what you want in a detailed way, and then imagining that you're always getting what you want, and this is just another opportunity that may or may not be a part of what you want. You don't know.
Mhm.
So you just go in and you figure out, are you a part of me getting what I want or are you not?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But coming from a place of loving yourself enough to be able to ask the questions that are not offensive in any way, but in a way that is kind of creative, and you'll be able to really put yourself into that space. People get to know you for who you are.
Yes.
That is also a great way to do it, as we should be in business. Never be afraid to ask.
Yeah, exactly.
Is because you just go on to the
and
next
the
one.
only reason to be afraid to ask is that they might say no. So what if it doesn't matter if they say no?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't
It's
matter.
okay.
Yes, but there are, like, if I talk to 10 people, 3 will say yes. Okay, so you're one of the 7. That's good.
So it ends up still being a numbers game.
It can be, yeah,
It can be or not.
or not. Exactly. However you look at it.
Right, because you could say or not because of the type of question that you would actually bring in that consciousness that allows that time and space to collapse.
Yeah, yeah. So, like, if it's important for you to be a numbers game so that that's what gives you the comfort that allows you to continue, then let it be a numbers game. If it's not important for you to be comfortable moving ahead on it, or comfortable is probably not a word, but to be successful maybe at going ahead, then don't do it. Doesn't matter. Whatever works for you. Whatever thinking works for you to get the body moving and using the time effectively is what matters.
Yeah.
It's all about me. It's all about you.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the only thing we have control over.
That is the only thing we have control over is
We have
ourselves.
influence outside of us. And the better control we have over ourselves, although control is not a good word there, it's self-mastery is what I think of as. The better self-mastery we have, then the better influence we have.
Powerful.
Yes.
Yeah. So what is the key? What is the fulcrum of all of this? Is really what we're thinking about.
Every moment. So what do we think about during the day? I mean, are we thinking about putting out the fires, or can we think we're busy because we're putting out fires? Or are we thinking more creatively where we can actually produce results
Where we're
that make a difference in people's lives and others?
Are we focused on backwards or forwards?
How many
Are
times
we
do we
focused on problems or achievement?
Achievement.
Yes. Hey, Saeed. Oh, no, it's Saad. Sorry. Hello, Saad.
Hey. Nice to see you, Saad.
Thank you.
Are you Adil or are you Saad?
I have 2 names.
Yes, I know. Me too, but I don't know which one is your first name.
First is Saad.
Okay, you are Saad. Okay. Very nice to meet you, Saad. How is your experiment going?
Excuse me?
How is your experiment in living going?
Firstly, I can't understand.
Oh, you don't know this word. Yeah. You know what an experiment is?
Excuse me, one moment, please.
Yes.
One moment, please.
Okay.
It might be his. Oh, there he is.
I received a call in Skype. That's why.
Looking up the word experiment.
Okay. No, it's okay.
Good thing for Google.
Do you speak other languages? Hungarian or Romanian? I can help you
I
with
speak
that.
French and Arab. I can speak French and Arabic.
Okay, I don't
I
know,
am now
just a
living-
little Arabic. No, I can help you.
I'm living now in Abu Dhabi, and I'm living in Abu Dhabi. I'm working in Abu Dhabi. I just joined Abu Dhabi in 1 month.
Oh, yes. Mais en français, c'est un expériment, n'est-ce pas?
Experiment?
Yeah.
You talk with Spanish, I think. Is it Spanish language?
No,
No,
it's English.
Isn't it?
Experiment.
experiment.
Hello, Amina.
So my experience,
Thanks, Mito. Yoo-hoo. Okay.
I receive a lot. I receive a lot of call by Skype. That's why sometimes. Well,
Okay. So, do you have a problem?
no problem.
Oh,
No problem.
Very good. Well, nice of you to join us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good. We just wanted to know your situation
So
in your life.
now I'm living in Abu Dhabi. I'm from Morocco,
Oh, good.
and I have 25 years old. It's my first experience abroad.
Oh, good.
I have a diploma in computer science. If you have anything in IT, I can help you, but that's my.
Good.
Okay, excellent. So, welcome to our shop.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
is this an experiment? Would this be an
Yeah,
experiment
this
for
is
you
an
today?
experiment, and I think it's time for us to use our time wisely here. Okay, so
What
are
about
there
you?
any other questions about how this experiment of living really works?
Excuse me? my friend wants to talk to you, but he's not
Okay, what does he want to
willing.
know?
Very good. My colleague and living with me. That's why he's still looking for an apartment in Abu Dhabi.
He's looking for an apartment.
Yeah. This is a real problem.
Okay. That was funny. Okay, so do we have any other questions about how this experiment works and how we can get it working for us? What do we want to shift our thinking on that's going to get us more of what we want?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yoo-hoo!
Yes. Well, we're getting more. We set up some datings. We can understand now how we can go out and ask women or men. What about women can do the same thing? Go up to ask. We're able to accomplish that today.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, let me describe a way that I have applied this.
Okay.
There was a time a while back when I was really out of shape. I was overweight and really soft and really weak and kind of in pain. And I decided that I needed to do something about that. So I shifted my mind around to say, you know what? This is not serving me well. This is not serving me well at all, and it's not what I want. So what do I want? What I want is to be strong and have great endurance and flexibility and agility. So how do I do that? How do I move to do that? So I went and I contracted a personal
Be, do, or have. Be, actually, what efficient way of being
Yeah.
can we be?
Yeah.
And then the action step would be the doing.
Yes.
Where we're going. So what kind of actions are we going to take in order to get whatever we want accomplished, whether it's success, whether it's in a relationship, whether it's fitness, whether it's being eating healthy
or healthy or wise or
So,
any of that kind of
it's
or
setting,
happy.
yeah, or just being happy. Yeah, exactly. So what step to it? Like being on these blabs and finding out that
with the uncovering the insights that we're here to uncover, and create a new language for ourselves that makes us actually enjoy life in a better way. That's a great question to start with. What can we do to create our life to be a happy, more fulfilling, and enjoying experience?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, we get to be on these blabs where we can laugh, at ourselves for being ridiculous.
Love to laugh.
So thank you for that, Stephen. And it comes to really, it's a powerful thing to understand and really recognize that when we are in these questions, we can get through, and a lot of things come through us because it opens up consciousness to come in and to give us the answer. Is that accurate to say?
That is accurate to say. This is the whole point, right? Flexibility is power. Power is not ego. We tend to think of, my way is the right way. I've got to fight for my way. That's ridiculous. Flexibility is power, because only by changing what we're thinking and doing do we get more of what we want. And that's our power, to get what we want. So let's be really flexible. If it's working, do more of it. If it's not working, do less of it. And that way, we up our level of feeling, and our feeling propels us forward. That's how we get happiness working for us.
Yeah, exactly.
So happiness propels us forward, makes it happen.
Yeah, yeah.
So here we are, learning to make happiness work for you.
Midley, you have a question for us?
Yoo-hoo!
Can you?
Do you have a question?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Stephen, can you give us some tips to improve our self confidence, or
Yes.
how to talk to people comfortable without feeling the stress and
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so there's two parts to this. One is stress. Do you know what creates stress?
What?
Is you have too many things, and you're making pictures of them in your head that are too close and too big, and it feels uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. So can you imagine something you're stressed about?
Approaching to a girl, maybe.
Yeah, okay, so imagine yourself approaching a girl.
Mm.
Now move that picture further away.
Mm-hmm.
And then if it's too big, make it smaller. If it's too scary, make it cartoony.
Okay.
But remember that it's not a challenge. It's not a fight. It's not a contest. You don't have to get her. Yeah. You are going in to assess whether she is the one for you. Because it's not just what's on the outside. It's what's on the outside and the inside. So you can see the outside, but you want to know about the inside. Mm-hmm. So when you go to talk to her, you want to find out what kind of person she is. Is she the kind of person that you're really looking for?
Yes.
And in order to do that, you need to know what you're looking for. So make a list of the qualities that you want in your girlfriend.
Okay.
And then believe that it's possible, that you can do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now here's the second part. Self-confidence. Think about you. Think about your image of you. And let that image get bigger. Let that image grow. Let that image expand. Let that image be more. Let yourself be an experimenter. Endorse failure. Accept learning. Be somebody who's moving ahead. And there is no failure. Everything that goes wrong is just feedback. So everything that you do that doesn't go the way you want doesn't mean you're less. It means you know more. You know one more thing that doesn't work. and that can allow you to do more that does work.
Like an example, you would be able to, when you find out the right question that works for you when you're asking, like a lady to go out, a lot of times that gives you more confidence when, oh, I've got an opportunity to have a conversation with this person.
Exactly.
And I'm comfortable with having a conversation. So it's an experiment to find out what really works in the question category, and being open to hearing what you're receiving from the conversation.
Okay.
Very good. Thanks, Stephen.
You're very welcome.
Medley, honestly, I was taking that one on myself.
Okay, so let's wrap it up here for the day then. It's been a lot of fun. I love helping people out, and I'd love to help everybody even more. You can always look for my book. There is a copy of the book, Happiness Works. Get yours here. You can get it at all the online stores. And then you can always stop by to visit us here as well.
Woohoo!
Happy days are here again. Okay, so we'll see you here tomorrow at 2 p.m. And we're really looking forward to it. So join us again tomorrow. Until then, take care, stay well, have fun.
I love you guys. Robert Allen McRae.
I love you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.